Audio Jungle.
Discernment is wisdom. University of Jaffna has marked its prestige and performance among the Sri Lankan universities.
It is indeed an honor to welcome our Vice Chancellor, Professor Sri Sakronaraja, to address the gathering.
கலைகளெல்லாம் வரும் கலாவதி நம்மை காத்தருள்வாய் அன்னை சரஸ்வதி அலைகடல் சூடும் இந்த உலகிலே ஒரு அருளின்றி செயலேது ஆதாரம். So let us all pay our respectful obeisance to the goddess of learning, Saraswati. The Tamil Sinhalese all pay when you come to inaugurating a event. They call it Puja dance. So we do the same. So today, ladies and gentlemen, we talk about Arviyana. The first one to enter Arviyana is a land of mines and kind of a land no one prepared to step in. That man is now the Honorable Minister of Fisheries, and our competent authority and myself, we were the first one to enter the premises with taking our own risk and walking into the area and to see, recommend to the government that this land would be used for the higher education purpose, because that's the original name itself carrying. So ladies and gentlemen, today our notable participant is now, everything is hybrid. So even the student participate in the lecture from the remote areas. Now our chief guest, our Dr. Honorable Susil Premajanda is joining us from remote area because the issues we are encountering in the environment. So ladies and gentlemen, our Honorable Minister of Education, Honorable Susil Premajanda, was primarily a lawyer. So he passed out in 1983, 1984 from the University of Colombo and joined as a lawyer. He had his primary education in the St. John's College in Geguda, and he had a Master of Public Administration degree from University of Jawaharlal. Then he entered as a political leader, in the position of Deputy Chairman of the Sri Jawaharlal Kotte Urban Council, and later he became a Chief Minister of the Western Province. Then he served in the Ministry of Education in 2000 as well as 2013. And he served as Minister of Petroleum Industries and Renewable Energy. So these are the areas our Arviyana is now famous for: renewable energy, education, clean energy, and all this. So such a suitable qualified politicians and also the minister, our primary stakeholder, today he was prepared to come here and greet us, but just that event is postponed a while. So we are all going to go and meet him in the hotel in Kilinochchi. So patiently wait, after this we'll go and meet him. So this is his caliber is all about. So he very much interested, and also before coming here, on that day, he signed the document for creation of new faculty for our university, the Faculty of Ramanathan Fine Arts, this Ramanathan Academy of Performing and Visual Arts. So this faculty is now created. So we want to thank our UGC team and the ministry and all for their efforts. So today, ladies and gentlemen, I really want to see those who are decorating the high table. Our UGC chairman, UGC secretary, more than that our ministry is now represented by our Nigal Ranasinghe. So Nigal Ranasinghe is the Secretary to Ministry. He has a very good track record of establishing very good public service. He was the Controller of General Immigration and Immigration till 2019. So you know one of the best service we ever get in the world, our immigration and immigration department. So thank you very much for your track record as a, that's independent and very trouble-free, one-day passport area, and all other dual citizenship and all kind of other immigration work. He updated, those days when we were young, we had to bribe people to get passport for wait for months. Then Sri Lanka automated process helped us. So now the Minister, Secretary of Education, Nigal Ranasinghe, has an enviable record as an administrative officer, and he is an active public servant who carried responsibilities and duties with sincerity and dedication. So under your secretaryship, sir, we will all having a wonderful time, and also to make it our university system even more wonderful. I think your presence as the Secretary of the Ministry will help us. And now, our Douglas Devananda sir, Honorable, I don't know, he had the art of being in the center stage since 1990. Since 1990, President Ranasinghe Premadasa time, he is decorating the cabinet. I don't know what is his art, because other people are coming and going, and he is the one who is actually representing Tamil people in the parliament, not only in the parliament, the only minister we are having since 1990. So it's more than 35 years. And his contribution to our Arivela premises development, especially declaration by His Excellency President then, our Mahinda Rajapaksa, this declaration came as one of the pivotal ever. And if you go his this website and his profile, he always considered that as one of the most important achievement of his. He himself considered as one of the most important achievement and contribution to the Tamil people. So today he himself came and opened, and in the entire, here our Director of Education is here, entire education system in Sri Lanka, the Maundoria lab became a very famous thing from 2015 onwards, or 12 onwards. So Maundoria lab is associated with the technology stream. Technology stream only now 15 years old or 12 years old. Since 2012 in the UGC level, Standing Committee Chairman Mohanas was there, Professor Kandasamy was there as a Dean Science. We have been working, and the present Dean of the Technology, Sir Chancellor, we have been working in the tables, curriculum for the A-level, and then how we want to shape up this engineering technology, biosystem technology, and all these kind of things. So technology education in Sri Lanka at the degree level is only a decade old. But engineering science education are 30, 40, 60 years old. And humanities education in Sri Lanka is 100 years old. So within 100 years we are having everything. But if you go to university education in the world, this is 1000 years old. Even Oxford University is 900 years old. So the only thing I want to say in the technology, if you take a combustion technology, automobile technology, even the aviation technology, most of the technology are getting saturated. You cannot design a plane more than what we have now, better than what we have now. We cannot design cars better than what we have now. Only we are adding facilities to give sophisticated comforts. But when you come to education technology, it's still crawling. We don't know what's the best method is still to deliver the education. So education is always in a debating topic. So that's what the President Secretary Ranasinghe and our UGC Chairman. UGC Chairman recently knighted by our Emperor of Japan as the old son of Japan. Old son of Japan is the highest accolade given to any individual in Japan. So the highest accolade any individual common citizen to receive is one of our UG chairman and our Samad Amanadunga. So we are really glad to have him. So before joining the UGC, he was the Vice Chancellor of the Sri Jawatanapura, and before that he was the FUTA President. So he was always in the thick of action, but you can see from him how light-hearted he is and never get tense. And as a big fellow like a Clive Lloyd, he's managed well and deliver good things. So, and as a Vice Chancellor of the Jawatanapura also, he introduced so many new avenues to the thing. And also, when you come to the UGC, UGC thing we always talk about in higher education. But the UGC thing, the chairman government goes, the vice chairman government goes, commission government goes, but the secretary take a most pivotal role. So in this arena, in this scenario, our Dr. Priyanda Premakumara, he's a bachelor degree in science. Is that right, sir? Today only I know. So bachelor degree in science, and he has a postgraduate diploma in business management, then master of business administration and a PhD management. So that man took the mantle of the running the commission since April 1999. Since that time, he has been working with so many chairmen. And their art of delivering and managing differs. But one of the most respected institutions in Sri Lanka for the integrity and not letting the politicians or any businessmen or any other people interfering in the admission process. So many court cases come, but most of the court cases verdict you read it, the UGC is free from all kinds of holes. You know what I mean holes means. In the public institution there are many holes, but the UGC is free from holes. So from Tisa Nandasena, he took over and he's running the UGC for last 20 years and wonderfully doing the job. So welcome you, sir, and really grateful to you. And also another man in the UGC, when you come to University Grant Commission, so it's not admission place. So the grant man is our accountant financial director, Ranavira. Even the dream, we don't forget him. Because such an important financial director, he has been in the UGC for last 20 years. He also graduated from Sri Jawatanapura and accountancy qualification from UK and master's qualification from Colombo. So this man is running, and also being an accountant, be fair to all the people and having a fair play is a big challenge, because this easily could be human nature that could be easily considered as a kind of a very difficult job, because at the end of the day anyone can give a policies, projects, but the money has to come. So Ranavira's presence also very important, and we are very grateful. Our GA is well known to you all, Bhuvavadi, our science graduate, and she has been doing a wonderful work. And our UGC member, Arapratna Madam, is there. So her presence in the UGC will be considered as a value addition for them. So University Jaffna is proud of her. And now, ladies and gentlemen, when you accomplish a project like this, Tumilan team is there, 5,500 square meters. And yesterday, our team from the UGC visited entire nook and corners of the building. They themselves consider this building as one of the best building available in the higher education sector of this entire country. So, with this, all these projects started in 2017 with our Capital Works DR Rajavishagan and their team, Dabaran, engineer, and all this team prepared all the big documents and evaluation and everything. So the link, whether you having a so much of financial constraint and all this, but we want to thank you. So the important thing is, it's a big teamwork. Ministry, UGC, then our capital works, council, our project committee teams, and so many people, so many sweat. Even one day staying here, we are struggling for sweating. So how many workers would have sweat here to build this this monument for this technology faculty? So ladies and gentlemen, our team means more of us, less of me. So our Professor Vasanthi Arasratnam, former Vice Chancellor, and Professor Vigneswaran, former Vice Chancellor, Professor Kandasamy, Competent Authority. So already I am coming in. So there are all four head of University Jaffna were involved in this, and Professor Chancellor, since the inception of the technology faculties, he has been working with the UGC as well as now, and Mr. Kanti, even the registrar, Suresh Kumar, the Bursa, and Professor LSS Gamagi, Director Infrastructure Development, Acting Director Procurement, Ministry of Higher Education then, and our Rao Ranavira, the Financial Director, University of Grant Commission, and Mr. Raja Visagan, Deputy Registrar, Capital Works, University of Jaffna, Mr. Davaran, our Capital Works now, the present Registrar, AR, and also our Engineer Davaran, he has been extending service even in the consultancy capacity, and also Engineer Aravindan, who has been toiling with our contractors all the time, and Engineer Katapasilan, and our link partner Tumilan, Sarvijan, Aruran, and also our Capital Works, Ramesh, and Tani, and all these people. Thank you very much, guys. You have been doing wonderful work for us. So, as a Vice Chancellor, I can't just simply say this and go. I want to say something, because how this happened, our minister knows. With the Honorable SP Disanayaka time, he gave all what he could do, persuading to give all these facilities, hostels and all this, whatever we want to have. He always mediated well and helped us to achieve. So I tell you, the water is everywhere in the planet. Somewhere in the pond, somewhere in the drainage, somewhere in the pits, somewhere in the sea, somewhere in the rivers, but the water is everywhere. But the pure form of water is where? Where is the pure form of water? It's in the clouds. It's in the clouds. How it goes? From everywhere. When it's exposed to sun, then it's nicely travel about, and become very light. End of the day, it just go and stay in the atmosphere somewhere, floating around. Then it come back and give us all what we could do, what we could look for. Similarly, the higher education. Every human beings are everywhere. But the higher means they have lifted the potential. Though are light, they are not heavy hearted. Though are good for forgiveness, forbearance, and everything, love, kindness, compassion. Entire purpose of education is a character formation. Not knowing formulas. I am a mathematician, I forget now formulas. I forget formulas. Today country is in crossroads because people are greedy. They want to have more than necessary. So this is the clouding. It's a place for that. You know, clouding is a technology now. So it's a clouding. Once it's clouded, saturate, it will condense. It is the pure water. Pure water only places distilled water is come from there, water collection point, not where anywhere else. Similarly, this faculty is going to do the clouding. Clouding. Thank you very much, ladies and gentlemen, because I can talk, but at the moment, I may tell you something. After clouding, the water comes from the mountain top. Then the Mahavali runs, the top river in the country. That take all the nutrition to the jungle and feed. Sometimes it dries also. Last 30 years, before 2019, we were in a very trying circumstances. River was not running for Jaffna. We were out of the mainstream. So Mahawali sometimes become dry. Then people, this construction people go and dig the sand from the river. But the only thing is, while it was running, it carved the path. While river is running, it carved the path, shaped the path, so that in the future, next time the rain comes, the river will flow easily. So that's what, ladies and gentlemen, who are decorating in the top seat, as well as Professor Kandasamy and all these elder statesmen, they have done the carving, shaping, while they are working. Now the future generation, we are given top facilities. The first 6 batch of the technology, first 2 batch passed out. The first batch, they had the education in the very small shed area, but they are running the show today. Thank you very much for technology graduates, and already they are working all over the country, and so many wonderful things have been happening, and this is not the time to go on like this. Thank you very much. We want to listen to our top people next. Thank you very much.